The time is 9 o'clock and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements. And here are some local briefs for you for this lovely Wednesday, November 19th. We are still without our local news right now as both our journalists are down and out from recent illnesses. But we'll get back to that next week. Mount Allison's Student Affairs and Extended Learning has launched a new Student Support Certificate program, a free professional development opportunity for the university's faculty and staff. The program is designed to help faculty and staff better integrate the complexity of the student experience into their work and to build skills to support students through a wide range of challenges. Vice President of Student Affairs Nona Robinson says the certificate program offers faculty and staff an opportunity to build on their understanding of today's student experience and strengthen the network of care that makes Mount Allison such a supportive place to learn and grow. Individual seminars can be attended by any faculty or staff member. The certificate will be awarded after completion of the 6 core seminars and 4 of the optional ones. For a schedule of the workshops, which begin in November, visit Mount Allison's Extended Learning website to register. Seminars will be offered multiple times throughout the academic year, allowing participants to complete the series at their own pace. And a former Sackville athlete is one of 6 new members that will be added to New Brunswick's Sports Hall of Fame next spring. Heather Smith, who learned to curl in the junior curling development program in the mid to late 1980s at the Sackville Curling Club, and has gone on to play for teams in both New Brunswick and Nova Scotia throughout her career, has won 4 national curling championships, 17 provincial championships, and competed in the Scotties Tournament of Hearts 6 times, winning a bronze medal in 2012. The 6 new members being recognized for making a lasting impact in their field of sport will be inducted during a ceremony May 23rd at the Capitol Theatre. More than 800 people have been inducted since the hall was established in 1970. And if you are a Tantramar resident in need of a helping hand this holiday season or in need of some assistance to put food on the table for Christmas dinner or gifts under the tree, you can reach out to the Tantramar Community Association and its Christmas Cheer program to help you make your season a little brighter. Christmas Cheer provides food vouchers, toys, pajamas, and fruit baskets for community members in need. In 2024 alone, more than 500 individuals in Tantramar were assisted through the program, which included more than 185 children and 40 local seniors. If you need assistance, you can call 536-8883 or 536-5556 before December 8th to register, or get in touch if you know of someone who may need Christmas cheer support this year. If you would like to donate to the program, monetary donations can be dropped off at the Royal Bank right here in Sackville and through the website at christmascheersackville.ca. New toys, hats, mitts, gloves, or pajamas can be dropped off at the Sackville United Church on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. till noon and 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. before December 12th. And here is your Atlantic update. Officials say an inmate in the maximum security Atlantic Institution prison was assaulted and taken to hospital. Correctional Service Canada says the assault happened last week on November 13th. The Federal Corrections Agency say staff at the New Brunswick faculty facility evaluated the injured inmate and he was taken to the hospital. Police are investigating and the assailant has been identified. Farmers from across the country are gathered in New Brunswick today for an annual convention. The theme of this year's National Farmers Union Convention is food sovereignty. Union officials say the theme is especially timely given how tariffs and trade issues with the U.S. have made Canadians more aware of local food. This is the first time the convention is being offered in New Brunswick. And the Nova Scotia government's websites were temporarily offline yesterday because of an outage at Cloudflare, an internet infrastructure company based in San Francisco. The company says the disruption started just before 8 a.m. Atlantic time and wasn't resolved until just before 11 a.m. The outage affected thousands of customers, including ChatGPT, Spotify, OpenAI, and social media platform that is known as X. A spokesperson for the Nova Scotia government says the outage affected many programs and online services, including access to online news releases and digital services delivered on the novascotia.ca platform. And police say business email scams are on the rise in Nova Scotia. The Mounties say cybercriminals are impersonating trusted businesses in emails and tricking people into sending them money. They say scammers are creating fake but convincing email addresses and telling people that the trusted business bank information has been changed. When clients go to pay their bills, they unknowingly deposit the money into the scammer's account. And Nova Scotia Premier Tim Howson is planning to deliver a speech Thursday to energy executives in Boston. The Premier's office issued a statement yesterday saying Howson will be the keynote speaker at the annual U.S.-Canada Executive Energy Conference. About 200 senior executives and policymakers are expected to attend. Howson said he wants to make Nova Scotia's an energy superpower. And finally, the Nova Scotia Grief Alliance held its first ever Grief Symposium. Yesterday marked the National Grief and Bereavement Day, dedicated to supporting Canadians who are grieving. The Alliance says it aims to strengthen grief support across Nova Scotia. Attendees heard from healthcare leaders, hospice workers, and participated in workshops and networking activities. And that's your CHMA Atlantic update. And let's just go ahead and get some weather in there as well. Amber will be providing your 12 and 5 o'clock weather. But for now, it's me. We got a big, beautiful sky out there. It's really blue. And there's a singular cloud just floating along out there. Coming in, looks like it's at 3 degrees right now and climbing. You can expect a high, not to get too high today, but what is today's high? They don't have one. There you go. They don't. They just have tonight's. So the official word is partially cloudy with a 30% chance of flurries or rain showers this evening, clearing near midnight. It's a bit of wind, southwest 20 kilometers an hour, gusting to 40. A low of -2 today. Wind chill is -8 overnight tonight. Wednesday, November 19th, sunny with wind southwest 20 gusting to 40, a high of +4. Wind chill -7 in the morning. And Wednesday night, clear with the wind southwest 20 gusting to 40, becoming light in the evening, low of -5. Wind chill -7 overnight. Thursday, the 20th of November, sunny with a high of +4. Thursday night, clear with a low of -2. For Friday, the 21st of November, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 5. Friday night, rain with a low of +2. For Saturday, the 22nd of November, cloudy with a high of +3. Saturday night, cloudy periods with a low of -5. And for Sunday, the 23rd, mix of sun and cloud, high of +1. Sunday night, cloudy periods with a low of -3. And finally, next Monday, November 24th, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers, a high of +3. So we're hitting a quick roundup just for myself even, is that we're hitting a couple of -7s with the wind chill as the day goes. So it's definitely getting a lot colder quickly, but looks like we don't have any rain until a little bit on Friday and then perhaps on Monday. So the next 3 days should be all right. Although taking that back now, because they do say there is a chance of flurries or rain showers later this evening. That's been your CHMA weather update. Quick word from Lamia, and then we are going to get you your CHMA sports update from Brian Nielsen.
Hi, this is Lamia, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
Half dozen games in the association last night, beginning with the Orlando Magic defeating the visiting Golden State Warriors 121-113. It was the Celtics by 14 over the Nets in Brooklyn. Boston wins 113-99. Pistons by 8 over the Hawks in Atlanta, 120-112. The Spurs, without Victor Wembanyama, they'll still beat the Grizzlies 111-101. It was the season opener for Mr. LeBron James in his 23rd season this year with the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers win at home 140-126 over the visiting Utah Jazz. And in the game that started earlier today, the Phoenix Suns with the 127-110 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers in the Pacific Northwest. NHL action yesterday started with the Leafs defeating the Blues at home in overtime, a 3-2 victory for Toronto. The Red Wings double up the Kraken at home 4-2 to move to 12-7-1 on the season. Devils, they're 10-7-2 with their 5-1 victory over the visiting New Jersey Devils. Islanders by a goal past the Dallas Stars, 3-2 final there. Winnipeg Jets 5-2 victors at home in downtown Winnipeg. The Chicago Blackhawks defeat the Calgary Flames 5-2 at the United Center. The Las Vegas Golden Knights with the 3-2 victors over the New York Rangers. And it took overtime in San Jose for the Sharks to defeat the Mammoth 3-2. Yesterday on campus in women's volleyball action, was a straight set victory for the Mounties. They defeat Holland College 3-0, and the end of the Canadian national soccer team season finished last night with a 2-0 victory over Venezuela as the team shapes up to be one of the 3 host countries for the World Cup next summer. And finally, over the weekend, speaking of soccer, the Women's Super League, Northern Super League to be precise, saw the Vancouver Rise FC defeat AFC Toronto 2-1 to become the champions in the inaugural season of Super League North.
What's up, y'all? This is Aquaculture. I'm in Sackville, New Brunswick, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM radio. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
When I was a little one, always wondering what I have given.
And just before that, with Station ID from Aquaculture, that was Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update, weekdays at 8:30. And I don't know if you've been listening, but Aquaculture's got a great new track in rotation here on the Voice of the Marshes, but also just doing lots of wonderful things after being quiet for a while. So I would suggest, if you're a fan, check it out. What Are You Saying is the new track that we have. And that is also available, other places besides 106.9 FM. But yeah, I know there's a lot of people that like to follow bands closely. All right, let's get in some local updates. Just checking the municipal social media as I am apt to do this time of the day. Yeah, York Street was closed yesterday, but apparently it's open again just for the afternoon. They were moving some stuff around. No big news this week, but they are reminding you that Moonlight Madness is coming up December 5th, that they're hiring for a secretary, administrative assistant for the engineering and public works team, and they are promoting their Grab a Seat fundraising campaign for the Tanchmar Veterans Memorial Civic Center. All of that information can be found at tanchmarnb.com. And let's go take a quick look over at the CHMA community calendar. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Clinton wasn't able to get a story in yesterday, but what he did do is go through our event calendar and put together a nice little post of all the things you can expect coming up this week. So I'm going to borrow this, but you can also find this information at the CHMA Community Events calendar at chmafm.com. And just quickly, there's a Blackwood Trio at Green Slades. That's Thursday, November 20th, coming up tomorrow. Also tomorrow is the Sackville Film Society Kiss of Spider-Woman. That's over at the Amherst Theatre, as Film Society is every Thursday. Mount Allison Jazz Ensemble on Friday, November 21st, down at Brunton Auditorium. Big show on Friday night. Julie Dwaron, Caged Animals, and Steve Lamke doing the big record release for Caged Animals, Make Strange Friends, and that's presented by Must Be Nice, and also You've Changed Records is putting out the record, so which is Steve Lamke. So it's a big affair. That's down at that new space on 25 Lawrence Street. Marshlight Theater's Small Things is November 21st to 23rd this weekend. That is the played by Daniel McIver. And that's continuing. And the Heart and Pocket Review is coming up Saturday, November 22nd. And that is the annual independent market featuring handmade wares by regional and national artists and artisans, curated from an open call from proposals happening. And the event happens at the Sackville Legion, put on by Struts Gallery. And there is a community info session on Sunday, November 23rd about the 500 megawatt gas plant. And this time it's going to be happening at the Sackville United Church. And that's going to run from 2 to 4 p.m. That's this Sunday, November 23rd. Bagtown's doing a winter wreath workshop Thursday, November 27th. And on Saturday, the 29th, there's a video performance workshop series which is focusing on editing green screen footage with DaVinci Resolve, hosted by Struts Gallery again. There you go, a whole bunch of happening. And let's hear about that wreath making a little bit more, and then we'll get into some music.
Hey folks, get into the holiday spirit with Little Plant Nursery's festive winter wreath making workshops. Everything is provided, from greenery to ribbons to wreath bases and decorations. This is happening November 23rd at Tire Shack Brewing, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. November 27th at Backtown Brewing Company, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. and November 30th at the Little Plant Nursery from 2 to 4 p.m. So do not forget and mark your calendars down right now.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantjamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com. And let's get some music queued up. It is 9:17 on this beautiful November morning. It's kind of chilly up, but it's not too chilly. I think the car was reading +1, but it felt like it was definitely in the minuses. And the night times, we are getting into some freezing cold temperatures, with the wind chill now being called out. But you know what's not cold is the music that we have for you this morning. We're going to warm your hearts with some great jams here on the Voice of the Marshes. I got Tennessee King with Most of My Days, Distant from Jana, and Dana Sipos with Songs of Longing. And you know what? I usually do the schedule update. I'm going to play a tune, and then I'm going to come back with that song update. This is Most of My Days from Tennessee King.
It's hard to tell the truth. What can I do to change all the rules? I'm tired of being afraid of what my voice might say. I need to make a change. I need to make a change. I've been running, I've been hiding
And that was the track Distant, which I believe the artist name would be Yana. Perhaps it's spelled Jana, but I think it's known as Yana, R&B artist. Before you heard that, you heard Tennessee King with Most of My Days. Two wonderful tracks here on the Voice of the Marshes. And as I promised, I'm going to give you a quick schedule update. I call this the high season of programming here at the Voice of the Marshes. It is going to be the busiest time of the year, so there's a lot of shows on air right now, and there's still room for more. Yeah, we say it's super busy, but don't forget, we got about 165, 185 hours to program in a week. So we keep busy doing that, and that means that there's lots going on, but there's always room for more. For Wednesday, November the 19th, big thanks to Kimmy Trin for showing up, doing the morning show, 7:30 to 8:30. I jump on air 8:30 to 9:30, and then we always have the sports update with Brian Nielsen. Coming up at 10 is Wings. That is a syndicated national show on women's issues that's been on air for about 40 years now. And then at 11, we'll have the midday show with Eric Gohill. 12 o'clock brings in Saili Sringarpur with your Noon to 1. Democracy Now! At 1 p.m. Moving on with Sumner Pellegrini Depar, a new board member, also a star host, has been doing 2-hour shows on Wednesday afternoon, inviting people in, including yours truly, to talk about playlists that they put together. And it's always been wonderful listening, so you should check that out. That is coming up this afternoon. Drive Time with Craig Muvasva coming on 4 to 5. Live at 5 with Maya Noel at 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Cool Pop, Kirk Ferguson. Blue Enchilada with Rupen Majithia at 7 p.m. 8 p.m. Heart of a Songwriter with Jim and Kathy Murphy. Hannah's Country Show at 9 p.m. with Hannah McFarlane. And Spare Room Tunes with Sonia Noel at 10 p.m. So that's a whole stacked day of wonderful programming on the Voice of the Marshes. Be sure to keep that dial locked, and you can always check our schedule at chmafm.com. Just see that programming button and drop down to schedule just below that. We also have our I don't even know what to call it, our program guide, that calendar, that one-pager of all the shows that are in a grid. The program, it's we haven't printed the zine just yet, but hopefully by the end of today we'll be able to get that printed. But we do have the graphical schedule that I was surprised to see so many people. We gave away 5 or 6 of them down at the Moonlight Madness on Friday, and people were very excited to get them. So if you're one of those folks that are excited to get the program schedule, you can pick one up here, or even just drop us a note and we'll get it to you somehow. All right. That is your schedule. That's 9:27. I'm going to say farewell and adieu, and see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. Taking you to Wings at 10 o'clock, I have Dana Sipos with Songs of Longing, some Jen Leichman with You, I Can Hear My Own Voice. Then I have Peyton with Shafiq Hassan with Red Flags, and Yves Jarvis with All Cylinders, a new album that's just been re-released with some additional tracks. And 55 Ultra with I Won't Go. All of that right here on the Voice of the Marshes, 106.9 FM.
1, 2, 3.
There's a last time for everything. Do you need it to mean something? I'm knee deep, am I needing it to mean something? Oh, through this milk-coming valley, oh, I had you on my mind. You know I love to meet you there from time to time. Yes, and how many souls